Hello, it is Jack Gill, and I am here to talk you through some news, some rumours, and the preview for the Sheffield United game tomorrow evening. I hope you're all doing okay. So, first of all, the reason you are all here, Liverpool are linked with Rafael Varane. What a signing that would be in the summer. And according to various reports in Spain this morning, Jurgen Klopp has set his eyes on the young Frenchman to partner Virgil van Dijk at Liverpool next season. Apparently, Liverpool have made contact with Real Madrid in the hopes of signing once the summer transfer window opens. What a huge signing this would be for Liverpool. Rafael Varane is an outstanding centre-back, a World Cup winner, and it would be a truly ridiculous centre-back pairing with him and Virgil van Dijk. I've seen various reports linking him to Manchester United as well. His contract is up in the summer of 2022, and apparently he's stalling on a transfer. He's stalling on a new contract, and therefore he's been linked with this, that, and the other. I've seen a comment saying can't see it happening from Leighton Stewart the GOAT, and I can't see it happening either personally. But if it was to happen, it would be an outstanding signing. But I can imagine it would definitely cost us a few bob. I don't. To be honest, I've only seen reports in Spain. I haven't seen anything in England. But let me know in the comments what you think. Sorry if you've seen any. But yeah, that's it on Varane. I'll go into comments on that in a moment. But now into the Sheffield United preview. Liverpool go into tomorrow's game needing to turn our form around. Premier League form recently has been absolutely atrocious. 4 losses in our last 4 games. And we need to turn it around and fast. And there's no better place to start that than at Sheffield United. The team that haven't really got to go in this season. They're bottom of the table. They look down and out already. They have issues in front of goal. They don't really seem to score many goals. But it would be typical if our former boy Ryan Brewster was to come tomorrow and to get his first goal in a Sheffield United shirt. But I don't want to say anything more on the matter. And yeah, it's a big game tomorrow. We need to turn the form around. And 3 points would be absolutely pivotal for us tomorrow. We're still in the hunt for top 4, and that's what we need to push for and go for. Last week against Everton gave our top 4 hopes a hit. We're without our skipper. Henderson, of course, Genie is likely to captain the side. There's no better place to start than turning it around tomorrow. It's weird to go into a game against Sheffield United, not really full of high hopes, but it's one of them. I personally am predicting a 2-1 win. I think I said in the Anfield Agenda podcast earlier in the week, I think we'll go there. We'll concede first, but we'll turn it around, and I think it'll be a big boost for us. Obviously, it's unknown. Alisson Becker's situation. Will he start? Will he not be available? Obviously, he had bad news of his father passing away earlier in the week. I think family comes first, definitely over football. And if he's not available, then we're perfectly equipped to play without him. There's Keller, there's Adrian. But he will be a big miss. But the better thing is that he's okay, and he can go and mourn the loss of his father. But yeah, let me go into the comments for now. Josh Robley says top 4 is very unlikely at the moment. Focus on the UEFA Champions League. It's a difficult one because I think top 4 isn't unlikely. There's loads of teams in the race for it. West Ham are in the race for it. They're currently 2-1 down at Manchester City. So I don't think it's unlikely. I think it's possible. It's achievable, especially for this Liverpool side, and it's more achievable than winning the Champions League. However, I don't want to rule us out of the Champions League because that's our competition. The final's in Istanbul. We're after number 7, and it's a competition that suits us massively. So I don't want to rule us out. I can't see us winning it. But I can't rule us out of it either because we're just that side where you can't rule us out of anything. And top 4 unlikely, but possible. It's one of them where last week against Everton, our shots were hit hard. Our chances, were hit hard with that defeat to Everton. But It's not like we're out the race at all. It's not like the title race where I think City have ran away with it. There's loads and loads of teams in the race for the top four, and we're one of the many teams. The only reason that we're out of it, the only reason why our chances at the moment look unlikely is because we've our current form. If you put our current form to the side, we have a real chance to get that top four spot. So, I honestly think we will get top four at the end of the season, but we need to turn it around and fast. Nathan Stewart, the GOAT, thinks we'll go out of the Champions League. Goethe FN says, is this real transfer news? Yes, we have been linked with Varane this morning. Obviously, we don't know whether it's legit. It's heavily linked this morning, though, in the Spanish press, that Liverpool will go for Varane in the summer, which would be a huge transfer. Louis Talks says Varane is a world-class player. He is. And Liverpool over the years, we don't seem to sign world-class players. We sign players, we make them world-class. We make superstars, we don't buy superstars. That's how it's been. But, Thiago shows different, and maybe since we got Nike, there was a few rumors that we would sign a couple of high key players of a high caliber, and maybe Varane is one of them. There's loads of talk that Liverpool are preparing to bring in a big centre back in the summer, so maybe it will be Varane, but I can imagine it would cost us a lot of money. He's up there with the best in the world, with Virgil van Dijk, and what a partnership that would be. Leighton Stewart, the GOAT, thinks we should just get Mbappe. That seems to be a lot of people's feelings, but it's one of them. A lot of people want Mbappe, a lot of people want Haaland, a lot of people want Varane. We're in that stage where people want a world-class signing, and I'm seeing loads of things. We've been linked with Mbappe and Haaland. But I'm seeing loads of talk at the moment that it's, a world-class centre-back that we're wanting to bring in the summer. So it's going to be interesting. I keep saying it's a really important summer for Liverpool Football Club. I really think, a couple of our players are getting to like the 29-30 age, and we need to sign a few lads to put. First of all, to put our front three under pressure, we need to sign a centre-back because of all the problems we've had this season. Genie's going. I've accepted that now, so we need a replacement for Genie. It's going to be a very important summer for Liverpool Football Club. It really is. Jurgen Klopp says, nothing like Reds news whilst doing homework. Yep, get on that homework, mate. James Ogilvie says, go for a good backup keeper. That's an interesting subject of conversation as well, because obviously there's loads of talk about Adrian. He will go in the summer. His contract's out. Can't see Liverpool offering him another one. He's our third choice at the moment. We've got Kelleher. Is he good enough for a backup goalkeeper? When he's played for Liverpool, he's not done anything out of line. He's played well. So it's an interesting one, because do we need to upgrade him? Alisson obviously misses a few games through injury. He has done in the last couple of years, and therefore do we need to get a better option as our second choice? Liz Golden says, Jack, I'd be happy to send you a Red Sox cap. I'm not really into baseball. I've just robbed my housemate's cap for this video because my hair's got to the stage where it's an absolute mess. So yeah, I just robbed this and whacked it on for this video. Jurgen Klopp says Genie might stay. I can't see it. Really can't see it. I think if he was going to stay, he would have signed a new deal by now. He really would have. So for me, I think he's going in the summer. Obviously, him staying is still a possibility, but I think we all need to realise that chances are Genie Wijnaldum will be leaving Liverpool Football Club in the summer. I'm really sorry for butchering this name. Mello Lawrence says, Genie must stay. He's really good. He is. He really is. He's an outstanding player. He's underrated at Liverpool, in my opinion. He's not been as good in the last few games, but his game time is ridiculous. And his future's not certain, and every single player hasn't been good recently. So it's one of them. I cannot see. I cannot see him staying. But if he does, I think it's a bonus. But how late it is now, and how close it is to the summer, I think we all need to sort of believe that Gini won't be staying, and if he does, then it's a boost for us. Rafinha, Neto, and Depay is who Lucy wants us to sign in the summer. Easy Mad Johns MJ says if we buy Mbappe, we'd be buying him for 300 million. Yeah, it would be ridiculously expensive. I think he's one of the players that I'm sure we will have our eye on, as many will across Europe. He's a world-class young player, and he's one of those where it would be an expensive transfer, but over the years he'll be at Liverpool. He will pay for that with what he does for the club. It would be one where he makes the money back with what he brings us in terms of trophies, success, shirt sales, stuff like that. But it's not a typical FSG signing. It really, really would be a luxury signing. So I can't see it happening. As much as I want it to happen, I can't see it happening. It's the same with the Varane stuff. I can't see it. I said before, we make superstars. We don't tend to buy them. So I can't see them happening. But they would be outstanding. Transfers for Liverpool in the summer. Jack's page says Mbappe is out of contract. He isn't even 300 million when he has multiple years left. It wouldn't. It would be an expensive signing. I don't think it'll be 300 million. That's a bit of a career mode conversation, but I do think it would be an expensive transfer. He only has a season left on his transfer, I believe, on his contract, I believe. So I don't think it would be as expensive as like 300 million, but I still think it'd be expensive. It'd be like 100 to 150 million, which, bearing in mind that the guy's got a year or two left on his contract, that's crazy money still. So yeah, it's interesting. You and Bradley thinks it'll be 173 million for Mbappe. Louis talks says Haaland ? Leighton Stewart, the GOAT, says Haaland won't come. Erling brought Haaland he's in the comments himself. He's there, and he's going Chelsea apparently. So there you go. Transfer confirmed by Erling Haaland himself. Jimbo says RIP FIFA 22. If we get Varane, yeah, not even just FIFA. Let's talk football right now. RIP the Premier League. If you can see Varane and Virgil van Dijk in a centre-back pairing, oh my God. Forget the green links in chemistry. Think about on the pitch. It would be a truly incredible centre-back pairing. So, what a sign it would be. I'm trying not to get my hopes up because I can't see it happening. Sorry to let you all down who's tuned in for this, but I cannot see us signing Raphael Varane in the summer. However, just thinking of that partnership, gonna have to get the baby oil out. What a partnership that would be. Liz Golden says yes, that would be a sexy centre back pairing. Wow, what a pairing that would be. Lucy Reed likes Ben White. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I think he's not done anything special for Brighton. I think he's a decent young centre back, and there's clearly potential because he's been scouted intensely by Liverpool. A lot of clubs are interested, but for the money that it will cost us around 50 million. And is he worth that kind of money? I don't think so. And that's just my opinion. When he was at Leeds last season and his future at Brighton wasn't certain, Leeds were bidding like 28 million for him. I think Liverpool were interested for that sort of fee. But when Brighton were quoting 50 million, I think, no, that's just too expensive for Ben White. But, he is a decent centre-half. He is. So it's an interesting one because Liverpool have definitely been scouting the youngster. So, it may be one that happens if Liverpool feel as though that price tag is worthy of his ability. Jurgen Klopp, not the official one, says, I heard we are in advanced talks for Ben White. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't, because as I say, I know we are heavily interested in Ben White. We have scouted him since he was at Leeds on loan. So it's an interesting one. So it wouldn't surprise me if we are in advanced talks for him, but I haven't seen that anywhere personally myself. Jurgen Klopp also likes Neuhaus from Borussia Mönchengladbach. This is a really interesting comment. Interesting because stupid. But Michelangelo says, I'd rather have Gomez fit than buy Varane. One of them. Varane is undoubtedly an upgrade on Gomez. I think as Liverpool fans, we all want Gomez back fit. But buying Varane would be a luxury sign. As I say, that centre-back pairing would be absolutely naughty. So regardless of Gomez's ability, and he's an outstanding player, Varane would be an upgrade on Gomez. That's for sure. So I appreciate the comment, because Gomez fit, massive boost for Liverpool. Him and Virgil van Dijk at the back is strong. It's a good centre-back pairing, but Varane and Van Dijk would be an upgrade. It's as simple as that. Jack's Page says Varane is also out of contract. I reckon he'll be around 15 million. Interesting. I've not seen any talk of how much it'll cost us. You expect it to be more than that because it's Raphael Varane, but as you say, he's out of contract in the summer of 2022, so it's going to be an interesting one. And it's one of them where I can't see it happening, but if it does, I'm crossing all my fingers, because what a signing that would be. And somebody's pointed out here, Gomez is quite injury prone. There's 2 comments here about that. He is, he seems to get a decent sized spell on the sidelines every season. And this season, obviously, he's been out for a long period with another knee injury on the same knee that he injured last season. So it's whether he can return and play a spell of games in succession for a while, whether it's going to be a reoccurring injury. We don't know all this sort of stuff. So it seems like Liverpool will be signing a high caliber centre back in the summer, whether it's Varane, whether it's, there was talk of Upamecano, but he's going to Bayern, whether it's Kanate, whether it's Koundé, who I think would be an exceptional signing, but there's talk of him going to United. It's going to be an interesting summer for Liverpool Football Club. And keep your comments coming in on who you think Liverpool should sign in the summer, whether it be Varane, or whether, as there was talk earlier, it's Kylian Mbappe, or whether you've got your sights set on Rafinha from Leeds. Let me know in the comments. Let's get a conversation started. I'll be in the comments replying to a lot of them. Let me know who you think Liverpool should bring in the summer. Thank you for joining me, and I shall see you very, very soon tonight over on Mundo Sporto. If you enjoyed this, I will be there for Leeds versus Aston Villa, so tune in for that. And thank you for joining me for this one. I shall see you very, very soon. Ta-ra.